What's going on, my PT peeps and my Game of Thrones fans? One Eyebrow back to talk about the preview trailer from HBO, Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 2. So spoiler warning for Season 8, Episode 1 and Episode 2. If you don't want to know this information, please stop watching, as I don't want to ruin anything for you. But we're going to talk about some things that could possibly happen in Episode 802 and what we see in the trailer. So hopefully you've seen Episode 801. We may cover a little things there too. Again, spoiler warning. But as you can see, Jaime Lannister is at Winterfell, and he's being questioned by Jon Snow on the left, I believe, Daenerys Targaryen, and Sansa Stark, and also Brandon Stark is there as well. But ultimately, what is going on here with Jaime Lannister? He's probably going to tell them that the Lannister army is not coming, and Bran is going to be the person I want to see interacting with Jaime, because they've been through a lot, even though they've had a limited interaction with each other. But ultimately, what is Bran going to say to Jaime, and how does it go down? Even though Jaime is kind of responsible for Bran to turn into the Three-Eyed Raven, and it's interesting because if Bran doesn't fall out of that window, does he become the Three-Eyed Raven and the character that he is today? Maybe, maybe not. We just don't know. But Bran is probably the key to the whole series ending, is my hypothesis, and I can't wait to find out. We'll see Sansa and Daenerys and everybody talking to Jaime, interrogating Jaime. And it's interesting because if you think about it, not a lot of people in this room have talked with Jaime Lannister for a long time. You know, Tyrion has, of course, Sansa when she was at King's Landing, but Daenerys Targaryen has never met Jaime Lannister, and that's another thing that's awesome because I'm glad we get to see these interactions. Tyrion looks on, and I'm sure Tyrion wants to save Jaime, of course. He's going to stand up for Jaime because Jaime has saved Tyrion a couple times right now, and it's important that Tyrion keeps his family alive for as long as he can. And I think it's cool in the trailer that Dany talks about when her and her brother used to talk about the person who killed their father, what they would do to him. And there you go, Dany. He's right in front of you. What are you going to do? I don't think anything. I think Jaime's going to be okay. He's going to fight alongside Brienne of Tarth and Podrick when they fight the White Walkers. That was in the earlier trailer. I believe Jaime is right there with them. And it's interesting because Jaime isn't going to get killed like this. I mean, that can't go out that way, right? Especially Tyrion right there. He's going to save his brother. I doubt Jaime's going to get killed here. He probably dies in the war, or maybe by the hands of Cersei or Bronn potentially. That would be crazy, but I don't want to see that. But Jaime looking at Bran is what I want to see. This is what is going to be a big moment because they have not seen each other since Jaime pushed Bran out the window. And how's it going to go down? What's Bran going to say? And I know myself and all us Game of Thrones fans want to see these characters talk and interact. And I just hope Bran has a funny one-liner or something that kind of cuts the tension, and it's kind of funny. And then we see Dany walking by Tyrion, Jorah, and Varys. She's probably going to talk to Jon. I'm not sure exactly what happened here. It's probably after the meeting or questioning of Jaime Lannister, or it's before that, or she's going to talk to Jon because we'll see her talking with Jon in the crypt. So we'll see what happens, how it goes down, but I just think Tyrion saves Jaime, and Daenerys does not like that. Probably locks him in a cell to question him further, and it may be kind of a testy situation, but ultimately I think Jaime is okay. Then we'll see Daenerys talking with Sansa, and Sansa and Daenerys aren't going to like each other. Probably don't like each other right now. Daenerys probably has no problem with Sansa, but Sansa's like, look, I don't trust you. You're an outsider. You shouldn't have trusted Cersei. And they're like, you shouldn't either. So it's kind of a blame game to kind of trust Cersei. Like, you should have killed her when you had the chance. You should have took over Westeros and King's Landing and took over the Lannister armies. That would have solved all these problems, right? And part of me feels like Sansa's going to die, but a bigger part makes me feel like she's going to outlive all these people. She's going to be somewhere safe. She's not going to be in the battlefield. She's going to be somewhere safe during the war. And I just wonder what's going to happen with these two characters. But I feel like Winterfell will fall, not in this episode, probably in episode 803 is the word that there's a big battle going to happen there. And then we see the Stark soldiers, you know, the fighters from the north, the Knights of the Vale, probably coming together, setting up something. They got a trebuchet and they got a border wall around there. They were digging trenches last episode. So the battle is coming. I just think we got to wait till episode 803. Maybe it happens here, but I just don't know. Then we see Gendry forging more weapons with the dragon glass, probably more hammers and swords and axes and arrowheads. It's just awesome. I want to see how it goes down. Hopefully those arrowheads just go right through the White Walkers and one arrow just kills a bunch. That'd be pretty awesome. Hopefully it happens. But what do you think happens with Gendry and Arya? Is there some romance there? Will we finally get the Baratheon Stark union marriage? Like the true Baratheon and the true Stark actually being together? That's wishful thinking, I think, but that would be a pretty awesome way to end the series. is Jorah looking at Heartsbane that Sam had? It looks like it could be a sword there with Valyrian steel, or is it a sword made from dragonglass? It's hard to tell. I can't really see because it's dark, but I would assume that Sam gives his Valyrian steel sword, Heartsbane, to Jorah, because I'm not sure if Sam can really use that weapon properly. And if Jorah's going to be out there fighting in the front lines, why not give him a Valyrian steel sword that can kill White Walkers along with some dragonglass? Could be badass, but there you see the 4 remaining Valyrian steel swords. Should be pretty cool. Then we see Dany talking with Jon Snow in the crypts of Winterfell. And I wonder if they're going to talk about the news that Sam told Jon. Well, Aegon. Is he going to tell Dany that he's the rightful heir? Does it matter? I don't think Jon cares about that, honestly. I don't think Jon's like, yeah, I'm the rightful heir. You should not be the person in charge. I should be running the 7 kingdoms. And I just don't see that happening. But I think Jon is a man of honor, and he needs to tell Dany that. And I wonder how Dany's going to take it and what happens going forward. Then we see Arya with her bow and arrow, and that takes me back to season 1. Again, I love the connections to prior seasons, and mainly season 1. The first season is probably going to come around several times in this final season because a lot of stuff should connect. And if you're wrapping up a story, you got to start, which is one bookend, and the finish, which is the other bookend. And that's what you kind of want to have. Everything wrapping it up together in an awesome package. Not a pretty wrapped package, but just a great story that's awesomely written. Jon is talking with Tormund, probably that they know the White Walkers are coming and how much time they actually have. So we'll see Tormund, Beric Dondarrion, and the Night's Watch arrive at Winterfell. And all I want to know is I better see another interaction, at least one more, with Tormund and Brienne of Tarth. And I just love it. It's small little minor moments and they're just funny little lines, but I have to see it at least one more time. And I love Tormund and Brienne of Tarth, and it's just funny. I hope we see it. But Tormund's going to tell them that they only have so much time. It's before sunrise tomorrow. So I would assume the battle happens next episode. They're probably going to set up here, get some information, and I think it's the Night's Watch and everybody coming here. You can see some Dothraki, and I don't know if that's Beric Dondarrion there, but I think that's when the Night's Watch and everybody comes in to tell them the information. Then we see a trebuchet and everybody setting things up. That's Winterfell, but are they just testing it out to see if it's firing properly, or is there some kind of little battle that's happening? We'll have to see, but I just think they're setting things up ready for episode 803. Then we see a night shot of them looking out in the distance, and the Night King and the Army of the Dead are coming. They're coming to Winterfell for the huge epic battle. And I think episode 803 is the big epic battle. That could be the entire episode or most of the episode is what the showrunners have said. But you see Jorah looking on. He has Dothraki around him. So you have Dothraki, Unsullied, and some badass fighters for the big epic battle whenever it happens. Who do you think dies in the battle? I think a lot of people die. I think Jorah dies. I think Grey Worm dies. I think a lot of characters like that die. Some of them have to make it back because I'm assuming the big battles are at Winterfell and King's Landing. And if you saw the new opening, you saw the Wall, you saw Winterfell, and you saw King's Landing, and that's it. Is this the kiss of death? Is this the last time these characters see each other? It could happen. We only got so many more episodes left, but I believe they're setting up for the big battle next episode, not this episode. So they're going to be prepping and preparing and getting ready. And Dany's not having a good time in the north. She's seeing Jaime Lannister, who's probably going to be kept alive. Sansa doesn't want her there. She's going to find out probably about Jon's lineage. And I wonder how she's going to take it. And will she care about the information that Jon, Aegon, and Dany are related? Because we all know about Jaime and Cersei, and they don't really care. And then we see Jon, and he's looking up at something kind of. Is this just when the Night's Watch and Tormund and Beric Dondarrion come to Winterfell and Jon talks with Tormund and he finds out the information? How much time do we have? You know, sunrise basically. So it's going to happen at night. Looks to be the epic battle is going to be at night in episode 803. I'm guessing this is what happens at the end of the episode. As everyone is ready and prepared and waiting, you see Tyrion, Jon, and everybody looking out in the distance, and this is how the trailer ends. But I could see the episode ending with this or a shot like this. Is that Winterfell or another area that the Army of the Dead is going to or have gone to? Because it could happen and it's at night and there's going to be a big battle coming at some point. My guess is that it's episode 803. So we didn't get too much from the trailer besides Jaime interacting with Bran. Should be great, and everyone's getting ready for the battle at Winterfell. That's all I got really from the information. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. What did I miss? What do you think is going to happen? What did you gather from the trailer that I missed? I always like to hear your information and discussion points, guys, about Game of Thrones, episode 801, 802. What do you think is going to happen this season? Should be awesome, and I'm very, very excited to find out. We got 5 more episodes left, and I hope they're all great. So let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Like, share, subscribe. If you can, guys, please hit that subscribe button to become a valued member of our PT channel family. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories. Enjoy the episode this Sunday and the rest of the season. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. And see ya.